Today we're going to teach you 5 effective skills that you can use to cut inside from the wing. Why would you need to do that, Jay? Well, in today's age of inverted wingers, or just in general wingers who pose a goal threat, it's a really effective tool to be able to cut inside to either set yourself up for the shot or just provide an assist for your teammate. So if that's something you're looking to do, these 5 skills work very well for the job. And yes guys, you are right. On my feet today I have the Berry Pink Vapor 13 Mbappe signature boots, which you can get from unisportstore.com on the 31st of August. And because you probably want to get a pair before they sell out, you should go and sign up right up there to get a notification the second they drop. With that said, let's do this. First up is the Hocus Pocus, which is probably also the most flashy of the bunch. Is it the most effective? No, but it can look really cool and actually also be effective if you're caught towards the touchline and you're standing relatively still with the opponent close to you. Because what you want to do here is to wrong foot the defender and put him off balance simply by pushing the ball towards the goal line and then switching the angle to make the ball go towards the corner of the opposition box. So the Hocus Pocus works like this. If the defender is right in front of you, you step past the ball with your weak foot, then you use the inside of your strong foot to push the ball in a sliding motion behind your weak foot. And then in the same motion, you actually use the top of your strong foot to push the ball forward. So you wrong foot the defender and get the ball moving that way. And it can be a little bit difficult. You're gonna have to practice it a lot before you try and pull it off in a match. But a little tip could be to actually lift the heel off your weak foot just a little bit when you do that flip-flop elastico-like motion, and at one point, it should come off. And you can say that if you fail, at least you fail in style. Sack. Next up, we have a bit of a CR7 special, namely the heel chop. And the reason it's so good is that it's a very sudden and sharp change of direction that you can do while you're running at full speed. And full speed is the key here because the defender is probably also running very fast, so when you do that sudden sharp change of direction, he's going to continue that way while you're going that way. The important thing about the heel chop is that the chop itself is very powerful, and you get a powerful chop doing like this. You kind of jump over the ball with your weak foot, and then you use the chopping leg that you kind of have to do a stomping motion, putting it very powerfully into the ground, almost as if you have to go through the side of the ball to get that very zack, hard chop-like motion. Of course, ideally, you want to do the chop on the other side of the flank, so you can come in on your strong foot, get a shot on goal. But since my weak foot chopping sucks, I mostly do it on the right flank. I'm right-footed, so I can chop, go in, step over, and then set my teammate up with an assist. But work on your weak foot chopping, guys. It's way better. Third move is one of my favorites. It's the Marseille Turn. And the reason I love it so much is that it's essentially a very sharp 90-degree turn where you end up facing forwards with a great view of the goal and your teammates in the box. And also, because you can basically do it at full speed, you can use that forward-facing momentum to make sure that the defender doesn't catch you. Now, the way you pull off the Marseille Turn is, well, it's best if the defender is slightly in front of you and a bit to the side, meaning that you can take a touch forward, then you stretch out your strong foot to kind of stop the ball with the sole. And in the same motion, you start dragging it backwards. Now, when you do that drag back, you also start spinning your upper body facing actually the other way than you want to go. Because when you do that spinning, your weak foot kind of follows, meaning that you just have to grab the ball with the sole off your weak foot, drag it the other way, exit the move, and score some goals. Now, the easiest move to cut inside is to use the #1 go-to move when it comes to wrong footing the defender and getting him off balance, which is the classic shoulder drop. See, the beautiful thing about the shoulder drop is that you can use it anywhere on the pitch, but cutting inside is also brilliant. So when you come towards the defender, you basically just take a small touch, dropping your shoulder towards the goal line, signaling that you want to make a dribble, a touch going wide. That means that most likely the defender will put all his body weight towards the goal line because he wants to follow you. Now, when he does that, you basically do the shoulder drop, and you take a quick touch away from him in the other direction, meaning that because all his balance is going outside, well, he's gonna have the turning radius of Harry Maguire, giving you a lot of space to run into. Sorry, Harry, I love you, but... Finally, I also occasionally use the inside step over, which does more or less the exact same thing as the shoulder drop, but I feel that it tends to work a bit more effectively because the ball moves a little bit towards the goal line as well, and there are a few more really sharp changes of direction. Now, ideally, you want the defender's balance again leaning towards the goal line, and you can achieve that by tapping the ball with your strong foot, using the inside of your strong foot, stepping over it with your strong foot, stepping over it with your weak foot, and then moving towards the box. Because this means that there's gonna be the ball moving that way, balance goes towards the goal line, you step over, defender has to overcompensate, come back this way, then you make another step over, which means that he has to overcompensate even more, leaning towards the goal line, and then you're gone. See you later. So there you have it, my friends, 5 effective skills that you can use to set yourself up for a shot or simply to try and get the assist. But which skills should we teach you next? As always, you should let us know in the comment section right down below. And then, of course, if you want to cop a pair of that sweet berry pink Mbappe signature boots that are very pink and very cool, well, you should hit that sign up link right over there to get a notification when they drop on the 31st of August on unisportstore.com. What you should also do is make sure you subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and then maybe hit the playlist in the bottom of your screen to go learn even more wicked football skills to improve as a player. And on that note, I'll be signing off. Cheerio.